welcome back to my channel. So today I want to reveal to you my newest bag. As you can see, this is the newest bag in my collection. It is the Chanel Le Boy in the old medium in red calfskin leather and silver ruthenium, I think that's what it's called, hardware. I got this just recently. I just got this yesterday, and I've used it only once today, and I'm so in love with using this handbag already, and that's pretty, pretty rare for me because, I didn't do as much research, but I knew that this was a bag that I wanted to get in the future anyways. So, yeah, and I basically but I called up all the Chanel boutiques in Toronto. We only have 3, and they said, a lot of them said that they were fresh out. They had very selected few that, I didn't really like, that weren't really to my liking. So, out of a whim, I went to the Chanel standalone boutique, and I went and I saw so many boys in there, particularly just red ones, and I was really surprised. I was like, wow, this is, because they were telling me that they have no more boys in store at all. So I was like, okay, kind of disappointing when I found out that actually they have quite a few. So I was, kind of upset that they were like lying to me. They didn't want to sell me anything or whatever. But before I went into this boutique, I called and I put on hold another bag on hold, and unfortunately I did not go with that, strictly because I was scared of the detailing. I was looking back and forth about it, and I was thinking to myself, well, because it had studs on the quilting that framed each diamond quilt here, and it was in black calfskin, and it was gorgeous, but I was afraid that the little balls would fall off, or not balls, but like the studs would fall off. So that's why I did not go with it as well. And also, just for that detailing, it was the same size, same leather material, but because it had the studding, it was like $300-400 more expensive. And so I was like, well, I'll try to find a boy that, isn't like over $5,000. So I got this, and this I got for $4,850, and it was pretty, for a Chanel bag that's really popular. That's actually an okay price for Chanel. Like, it's not as crazy as the Chanel Jumbo, which I got it for like $6,100 Canadian. I know that's like crazy amount of money, but usually in Canada it's more expensive than it is in any other country, almost. So, but yeah, and I really fell in love with this when the SA helped me. She was really helpful. She was actually the best sales associate I've ever had thus far, and she was really informative about the bag. She was telling me that she prefers the big quilting, and she pretty much told me, like, with this big quilting, it makes this bag not too busy because it has the heavy borders, it has the heavy hardware and the quilting, so it's already like a very well, like, a big detailed, like, designed bag. So because originally there was another red one, had the patent border, and actually the patent was a little bit darker than the calfskin, just because of the glazing. And then the hardware, the little lock here, or the clasp, it had, like, in the background behind the CCs, it had red detailing, or red, like, it kind of looked like a sticker or like an enamel behind the CCs. So, and it really stood out a lot, and it did give the bag a little bit like of a different look. And the quilting here was just the regular quilting, not as thick and heavy as this quilting is, and the diamonds were actually much smaller They're like about half the size of these diamonds here you see on this bag, and it was just too busy for me. And but I was still trying them on, seeing like which one was, you know, better suited for me. And as I was trying both those bags on, this lady came in and she wanted to look at my bag, she wanted to buy my bag, but I was there first, and the sales associate was telling her, well, you can look at it once, like this lady is done with it. So, you know, I was happy that she didn't automatically like just give the bag to her, because that would have been really, really rude. I wouldn't have bought it from her. I would have just walked away. But she was really nice, and she told me and that other girl that there was another one in stock. So there's actually two in store. The one on display that we were both looking at, and the one in the back display. So I got the one from the back storage, and I am like so happy that I got there at the time that I did, because then I would have got the display model. And you know, it was really, really like I was having a lot of anxiety over that like little moment there, because I thought she was going to take my bag and be kind of rude, because, you know, things like that can happen. But my sales associate, she was very, very sweet. She helped me out, and once she like gave me her opinion and told me a little bit about the bag and whatever, I was immediately sold on this particular style. And like as I was waiting for her to package this up, like, and after I paid, she offered me some period water, drinks, and like she told me to relax and sit down, and you know, it was a good experience. It wasn't like a mediocre service that I've had before in previous Chanel stores. And yeah, she really sold me, and she said, "Oh, I'll give you." And actually, how this happened? She, like, once she gave the bag to me, she gave me my receipt, and she put her business card, and she said, "Oh, here is my business card. I hope that you'll come again, and if you ever need a bag, you know, just come and contact me." So, you know, I will definitely contact her, because she was so sweet, so nice. Nicer than the essays that I've gotten when I purchased my jumbo, which is kind of annoying at the fact that that did happen. But nonetheless, this boy here has good memories every time I look at it, and I enjoy it so much. It's so light, and it's actually much lighter than my jumbo, because I find with my jumbo it does get in the way. That's why I don't really like too many large, like, I don't own too many large bags, because they do tend to, you know, they're too bulky, and I just always end up like hitting them against a wall or something. But this is a perfect size for me. I think it's about 10 inches across in length, and about like 4 or 5 inches in height. I could be wrong, and about 3 inches in depth from here to here. But yeah, so I'm really happy that I got this bag. And I'll show you what's inside, because I did use this today. So here it is. Clasp there, and this is how full it is. And I can actually fit one more thing of lipstick or lip gloss or whatever, but just for the purpose of this video, I'll just show you like what is manageable that I can have in this bag that, you know, I don't have to worry so much about. First in the front, I have my Chanel card case. It's pretty thick. It's about 15 cards in there, and it has my work pass. And then I have my Louis Vuitton clay in the monogram. It has my keys and my Metro card in there for taking the transit. And then I have my Aveeno Travel hand cream, and then my Dior lip glow. And that's pretty much it for the front. And then the back here, I just have my Sarah wallet from Louis Vuitton in the Noir with the Grenade pink interior. And then lastly, in the slip pocket, just in the back here, I have my iPhone 6 here. And it has an otter case, so it's a little bit thicker. And it does fit the phone in the back pocket. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And the inside, as you can see, is a maroon type color. It is the typical red interior that Chanel has in most of their like handbags and their classic flaps and stuff like that. And this tag here says made in Italy with the Chanel above it. Can't really see it. And then the authenticity tag is like up here somewhere. And it is a fabric lining. It's not leather, but that's what makes this bag so light, is because it's not full leather interior. This leather here, I must say, in the center is super like supple and soft. Like you can see like how soft it is. Like just to the touch, you can feel the leather go inward a little bit. And and just to let you know, the color of this bag isn't showing very clearly on camera. It's kind of giving it like an orange pinky tone hit, but it is more of like an orangey red. It's almost like a fire engine red. Just I don't know. It's not very good lighting in here, but just to give you, you can see a better picture of it. I did post a clearer picture of the color on my Instagram. If you follow me there, Catherine is a cat. You'll know what color I'm talking about. It's like a red but with orange undertones in it. And yeah, I really do love this bag. It came with a magnetic box. So it came with the magnetic box. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but it did come with a nice magnetic box here. And it did come with the care cloth and everything, but it's a lot of bags from Chanel get that. So and then it just came with the drawstring Chanel dust bag. And I was kind of disappointed that it didn't come in the white new dust bags, but I guess that's only for the classic flaps, which is okay, because I don't consider this as my holy grail, but I do consider this as definitely the second most favorite bags in my collection. And yeah, and I really do love this leather handle here. It's really easy to put on your shoulder. It doesn't fall off. Like this shoulder strap doesn't fall off at all. It stays on the shoulder, and it's so comfortable. It makes the bag feel even lighter than it is. And I usually, because of its size, I usually do end up filling it almost full, but it's a really good size handbag. It's great for shopping. It's great for, maybe not so much work use, but if you do use this for work, and you need to carry like your lunch and all that stuff, this won't do it for you. You'll have to get like another like bag and wear this with it. But that's usually how I carry all my handbags. I have the handbag, and then I have a separate, like, just a random tote bag, like a really cheap tote bag, and I'll like put my lunch and sometimes shoes in there or whatever, what have you. So yeah, and that's that. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this, and I will get back to you if you have any questions. Please follow me on Instagram. Catherine is a cat, and you will see more photos and updates about this handbag. and the rest of my collection. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye bye.